Older engines are tough, but they're not designed for everything modern oils throw at them. And one of the most damaging mistakes I see drivers make is switching an aging engine to 0W-20 just because it's newer, more efficient, or recommended on newer models. After 15 years under the hood, I've watched perfectly healthy engines start burning oil, losing compression, and developing leaks, all because the oil was too thin for clearances that have widened with age and wear. This isn't fear-mongering. This is mechanical reality. That's why today, we're breaking down the 13 reasons why older cars should ditch 0W-20 and why 5W-30 might literally save the engine. If your car has over 80,000 miles or it's more than 10 to 15 years old, switching oil viscosities at the right time can be the difference between an engine that runs another decade and an engine that suddenly develops expensive problems. Before we dive in, hit subscribe to Care Xpert, because the truth your mechanic won't tell you is the truth that saves you thousands. And reason number one begins with hidden friction your engine can't fight on its own. Number one, older engines have wider internal clearances. As engines age, bearings, rings, and cylinder walls wear down and expand tolerances. This creates slightly larger gaps compared to when the engine was new. Thin oils like 0W-20 can't maintain a strong enough film to protect those widened spaces, which leads to metal-on-metal contact under load. This accelerates wear and increases operating temperatures. 5W-30, being thicker at operating temperature, fills those clearances better and protects critical surfaces. Many drivers don't realize the damage happens gradually until one day the engine develops knocking or oil burning. And speaking of oil burning, the next reason hits every older car eventually. Number two, thin oils increase oil consumption on older engines. When piston rings lose tension over time, they struggle to create a perfect seal. Thin oils like 0W-20 slip past worn rings more easily, entering the combustion chamber where they burn off. This leads to rapid oil loss that many drivers don't monitor until it's too late. A low oil level starves the engine of lubrication, causing heat buildup and rapid bearing wear. Switching to 5W-30 gives the engine a more stable barrier, reducing blow-by and preventing costly oil starvation damage. But oil consumption isn't the only leak point. The next problem can appear right under your car. Number three, older gaskets and seals shrink. Thin oil slips through them. As rubber seals age, they dry out, harden, and lose elasticity. Thinner oils like 0W-20 seep through microscopic cracks and gaps, leading to drips around the crankshaft seal, valve cover, and oil pan. Drivers often assume they need expensive gasket replacements when the real issue is simply the oil being too thin. 5W-30 provides better sealing and reduces leaks dramatically. Many high-mileage oils use additives that help condition seals further, but leaks are just surface-level symptoms. The next issue affects your engine deep inside. Number four, 0W-20 struggles to maintain oil pressure in worn engines. As engines age, oil pumps wear and tolerances increase, making it harder to maintain proper oil pressure. A thin oil like 0W-20 loses pressure quicker at high temperatures and idle conditions. This results in insufficient lubrication during stop-and-go driving, which accelerates bearing wear and increases engine noise. 5W-30 maintains a more stable pressure profile, helping older oil pumps keep up. Mechanics see countless engines with low-pressure warnings caused by inappropriate viscosity choices, and if pressure is low, the next problem becomes even more severe. Number five, high-mileage engines run hotter. Thin oil breaks down. Faster, older engines typically run warmer due to deposits, reduced coolant flow, and heat-soaked components. 0W-20, being thinner, shears down faster under heat and loses protective qualities sooner. This leads to sludge formation, varnish buildup, and noisy valve trains. 5W-30, with its higher film strength, resists thermal breakdown and maintains protection for longer service intervals. Drivers often blame age for engine noise when it's actually the oil thinning out prematurely, and that thinning plays directly into the next expensive problem. Number six, thin oil can't cushion. Worn lifters and cam lobes. Older engines with hydraulic lifters or overhead cams rely heavily on strong oil film to prevent metal wear. When 0W-20 thins under heat, lifters collapse more easily, causing ticking noises or misfires. Cam lobes rely on proper viscosity to prevent scoring. Once damaged, the repair costs skyrocket. 5W-30 maintains a stronger protective layer, reducing valve train noise and preventing premature wear on older components. But even that isn't the full story. The next issue is something most drivers don't even see. Number 7. 0W-20 increases. Blowby in worn cylinder walls. Blowby occurs when combustion gases slip past worn piston rings. Thin oils worsen this by failing to maintain ring stability under pressure. More blowby means more contaminants entering the oil, reducing oil life and increasing sludge formation. 5W-30 better stabilizes ring sealing, reducing gas intrusion and improving overall compression. Losing compression accelerates aging and affects fuel economy. And if your fuel economy is dropping, the next reason might be why. Number 8. Thin oil reduces fuel efficiency on older engines. It sounds backward, but older engines often get worse fuel economy with 0W-20. Why? Because thin oil creates less resistance in a new engine. But in an older one, it causes more friction through poor film coverage. The engine works harder to overcome internal wear, burning more fuel in the process. Switching to a slightly thicker oil restores proper lubrication and returns lost efficiency. But fuel savings aren't the only financial benefit. The next reason can save your catalytic converter. Number 9. Burning thin oil damages the catalytic converter. When 0W-20 burns off inside older engines, it produces ash that clogs the catalytic converter. Over time, this reduces exhaust flow, triggers check engine lights, and can cause overheating inside the converter. Replacing a catalytic converter can cost $800 to $2,000, and many drivers don't realize the root cause was thin oil slipping past worn rings. 5W-30 reduces oil burn and protects the emission system. And if emissions problems sound expensive, the next issue is even worse. Number 10. 0W-20 increases cold start stress on older engines. Yes, 0W-20 flows faster in cold weather, but in older engines, that becomes a double-edged sword. Thinner oil drains off worn engine parts more quickly when the engine sits overnight, leaving metal exposed during startup. With 5W-30, more oil film remains on components, reducing dry starts and improving long-term durability. Mechanics often hear older engines rattle briefly on cold starts with 0W-20, a sign the oil isn't protecting properly, and once warm, the next problem becomes even more dangerous. Number 11. Thin oil fails under high-load conditions. Older cars pulling hills, towing, or carrying passengers put immense stress on the engine. 0W-20 shears down quickly and loses protective viscosity under these loads. This leads to rod-bearing wear, piston scuffing, and higher oil temperatures. 5W-30 maintains viscosity stability during heavy use, giving older engines the cushion they need. Many catastrophic failures happen during high-load situations. The driver never realizes the oil was too thin to handle it. And once that wear sets in, the next issue appears fast. Number 12. Thinner oil accelerates timing. Chain stretch, timing chains rely on oil pressure to stay tensioned. Thin oil reduces hydraulic tensioner performance and increases chain slap. Over time, this causes the chain to stretch or jump teeth, creating misfires or catastrophic engine failure. Repair costs can exceed the value of the car. Mechanics frequently see timing chain noise vanish after switching older engines from 0W-20 to 5W-30. And that brings us to the final and most misunderstood reason. Number 13. Manufacturers recommend 0W-20 for efficiency, not longevity. Automakers choose oils for fuel economy targets, emission standards, and CAFE regulations, not necessarily for long-term engine durability past 150,000 miles. Once an engine ages, its needs change, but its manual doesn't. Mechanics know this, which is why many switch customers to 5W-30 once wear becomes noticeable. A thicker oil provides better film strength, pressure and protection for engines that simply weren't designed for ultra-thin oil when worn. And now that you know the truth, it's time to wrap this up. Older engines aren't fragile. They're just misunderstood. They're built with stronger metals, thicker blocks, and more durable internals than many modern cars. But they also face realities that can't be ignored. Wear increases, clearances open up, temperatures rise and seals shrink. When that happens, using an oil designed for brand new engines becomes a liability. That's why understanding the difference between 0W-20 and 5W-30 isn't just about viscosity. It's about giving your engine the protection it was never meant to lose. If your odometer is climbing or your car is shifting from new to high mileage, the right oil choice becomes one of the most important decisions you can make. And switching to 5W-30 might literally save you thousands by preventing leaks, restoring pressure, reducing burn-off, and keeping worn components alive for years. If this video helped you understand your engine better, hit like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more expert advice right here on Care Xpert. Your engine deserves the truth, and now you have it.